So I'm Phil Muccio with AxioBionics, and here with me is Jessica. Jessica and I have had a very long-standing patient relationship going past 7 or 8 years. Jessica had a traumatic brain injury when she was very young, roughly 3 years of age, and so for many years she struggled with this arm. And typically in patients with brain injury, you'll see the arm looking very postured. So in other words, the elbow will be flexed, the wrist and the fingers will be flexed, and this is due to spasticity in the biceps finger flexors. And because of that, the arm will very much look like this. And this is how I found Jessica when we first met. And so essentially this arm had very little function. So the first goal is to deal with the orthopedic condition, namely to try to increase range of motion, getting the joints at the elbow, wrist, and fingers to straighten out and to oppose the spasticity. We do that by relaxing these muscles, the muscles that are in spasm, and we're increasing our range of motion through the use of the patient's own musculature. So to oppose this muscle here, the bicep, we simply stimulate the tricep, and that's what gives us elbow extension. To get the wrist and fingers to extend, we stimulate the finger extensor group opposite to the finger flexor group. Okay. So when I first met her, as I said, the typical posture that she was in was the majority of the time very much like this. And as she began wearing her arm sleeve, the elbow straightened out and became more relaxed to the point of which it's the majority of the time it's very open, relaxed, and extended. Okay. And so Jessica wears an arm sleeve, which again stimulates the deltoid, triceps, and finger extensors, and she'll wear this anywhere from 12 to 14 hours a day, sometimes even when she sleeps at night. And this has become her main staple for managing her atrophy, her spasms, her range of motion, and circulation to the hand. Okay, so now we'll put the arm sleeve on and I'll show you how that fits. So there's an outer portion to the sleeve. There's an outer portion to the sleeve, and you can see it's got numbers. So this is channel 1, this would be channel 2, this would be channel 3. So we're stimulating deltoid, triceps, finger extensors. And when I apply the sleeve, the electrodes will automatically fall into position. So we want this to align the electrodes so that every time Jessica uses the sleeve, we know it's going to be working well for her. So this is very simple to put on. You just simply apply it to the shoulder first. And this strap connects there. Next step is we take and apply the forearm section to the wrist. And I simply just wrap. My pointer is aligned with the center of her wrist. And then I wrap from distal to proximal. And there you have it. The sleeve is absolutely in place. All of the electrodes are aligned properly over the muscle groups. So when Jessica's mother applies the sleeve, she doesn't have to be an expert. The sleeve becomes the expert, aligning the electrodes properly. The next step would be to take her stimulator, and we have the single cable exiting the garment. We simply insert our connectors into the ports of the stimulator. These are all numbered. And the stimulus is already set, so it's going to deliver a level of stimulation to the deltoid, triceps, and finger extensors, all prescribed, all predetermined. That does not have to vary. So we know that she's getting a prescribed level of stimulation each time the sleeve is put on. We don't have to worry about her when she leaves the office because the sleeve is going to deliver exactly what we want. So the stimulator will fit here inside the pouch. And she can wear that on her waist and go about her daily business, and she'll be fine. So you notice the posture of the arm is very extended, very relaxed, and she'll receive stimulation to the hand and these various muscle groups once every 10 to 20 seconds. That happens behind the scenes. She doesn't have to think about it. It just simply happens automatically. And this is what helps keep the arm fully extended and relaxed. It's helping us to achieve the outcomes that we want. And you'll notice it's nicely extending the fingers and wrists, keeping that all loose. It's opposing this particular motion, which we don't like. Okay, so this is delivering non-pharmacological, non-invasive management of muscle spasms. Okay, so you can see, very nice. How do you like it, Jessica?
Good.
Very nice?
Yeah.
You ready to sit down?
Yeah.
Okay.